2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Spurs in an interconference battle here at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kawhi Leonard has been a great defender from day one, but he has developed into an elite offensive player as well. Now, Greg Popovich says he basically tells me what he wants to do now. He knows he has a green light. I think that's the difference. He's more confident, more aggressive, more hungry to score than in the past. Kevin?
And they need him to be that way, D.A. Thank you, especially after Tim Duncan's retirement and Manu and TP getting older. This is Kawhi's team now, for sure. And tonight, Steve, a marquee matchup. This is one of those games that definitely draws some attention to it.
Yeah, these are the games where fans, people watching, they are in their seats with their popcorns. They're ready to go. These are the best of the best, and people want to see this. I'm looking forward to this one, Kevin.
Well, you got a new tie. You've got a new suit. I mean, you're ready to go. You know people are going to be watching you and listening to your words.
That's why my makeup is perfect.
It is. It's so you did a good job tonight on that. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Morris is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Irving is out there with Smart. And it's Tatum in at the 3 slot.
And credit Kyrie, tremendous vision. Finds the open man.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. The dish to Aldridge. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Gasol. And stolen by Horford. Irving with the ball. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He is so good around the rim. Kyrie with an array of finishes in there.
Gasol a screen. Here's Mills. Morris with the rebound. Smart with the ball. Working on Green. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against San Antonio. And at 6'4", 220, Marcus Smart with terrific strength for a combo guard, Greg.
I mean, he can just flat out bully most guards and even hold his own against the bigs. Beyond, though, that physical stature, it's his mentality that makes him special. He's a fire breather, just the type of player the Celtics look for.
First free throw is good.
And the Celtics trade for Kyrie Irving, sending shockwaves back in August. Never before had a pair of 25-point-per-game scorers swap teams in the offseason. That's what you call a blockbuster.
And he can't hit the second.
And no doubt Irving and IT, both elite offensive weapons. But Irving...
Oh, no, he didn't. Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleashed chaos moment. Picked by Horford. Irving kicks to Tatum. From the corner. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Outside Leonard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. He kicks it to Aldridge. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Aldridge has got his first 2 points.
The wingspan, the timing, Aldridge devastating on the offensive glass.
Pick by Horford. Smart kicks to Irving. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now here's Leonard. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And Gasol able to finish.
Easy bucket for Powell. Failed to block him out. He'll hover around the offensive boards all day.
Boston trailing. Irving passes to Morris. In the corner, Horford with it. And on the way from Irving for 3. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Green, the screen. Aldridge dishes to Leonard. Five to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
What Kawhi does in the painted area, the tenacity he displays, it's phenomenal.
Now here's Tatum. He's covered by Leonard. Green against Irving. Smart kicks to Tatum. A three-pointer off the mark. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Heat.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
Outside Leonard, and Mills kicks to Leonard. Pass to Aldridge. Over Morris. That doesn't go either for Aldridge.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
And there it is for him.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And Mills kicks to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with all the talk about Kyrie coming to Boston, you still have to figure how he'll fit in to the team. Has this year and next left on his contract, player option after that. But with his scoring and shooting, should make this offense even more potent.
And he knocks down the first one.
And when you put a player of Kyrie's ability into this Boston system, you have to expect good things. Irving does so much for himself and others. The longer he plays with the team, I think the more comfortable he'll become.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Here's Mills. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
On defense, the Celtics. Gasol a screen. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. 6 to shoot. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
In the corner, Smart with it. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And the way Irving scores, that's what you're thinking defensively. Then he beats you with a pass.
Aldridge a screen. Outside Leonard. And it's San Antonio with another.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Irving for three. Gasol with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Green, the pass to Mills. Aldridge a screen. Here's the screen to the paint. Here's Leonard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Tipped away. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Celtics trail by 3. Irving dishes to Smart. Back to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Smart. A rebound by the Spurs. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And a wide open look for Irving.
Yeah, Tatum does not give up on the backboard. Outstanding timing in terms of when to leap for those offensive rebounds.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Smitty, we've seen our share of dominant teams in the past decade. The big three in Boston, Miami, of course, with LeBron, KD joining the Warriors. You played against a lot of incredible teams during your terrific career. Which team was the most intimidating for you, or which team did you have the most respect for?
You know, I would say it was later in their career, but intimidation was a factor. When you play against the bad boys in Detroit, I mean, the fouling of those guys. But I think from a sheer talent, it was the Chicago Bulls. They were the first team, especially not my era, won 72 games. They would come in and just steamroll you with their offense, with their defense, and their execution. So those two teams were the two teams I would think was most intimidating.
Here's Rozier. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Shoots off the screen. Laverne grabs the miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Gay kicks to Ginobili. Feeds it to Anderson. Pass to Gay. The shot, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And in that one, it was all about shutting down the paint. They were just terrific in terms of their rim protection.
It was big-time shot blocking. They were energetic, intimidating, and that really affected the outcome.
And here's Anderson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gay against Brown. Gay passes to Anderson. Shoots from the baseline. That's good from Gay on the assist by Anderson. And the Spurs lead by 3.
High percentage look for mid-range. Rudy quick into the air and accurate from that distance.
Here's Rozier. He's covered by Murray. Rozier kicks to Smart. They set the pick from past the arc. It's hauled in by Ginobili. Spurs leading by 3. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Steve, what a treat to see Manu Ginobili in his 40s still doing what he does best.
You know, Pop says he never wants Manu to retire. Said he wants to use him like a bar of soap till there's nothing left. And as a former teammate of his, I don't want to see him go either.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Larkin is checked in for Marcus Smart. And he makes both free throws. And Greg Popovich, also the head coach of the U.S. national men's basketball team, a former military man himself, and of course, guys, very passionate about his country.
You're totally right, Kevin. He's been outspoken, but his actions speak even louder. Doing a lot of charity work in San Antonio for disadvantaged youth. He cares, his players know it, and it's a part of what makes him a great man.
Here's Brown. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
Here's Ginobili. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
One shot.
That free throw good from Ginobili. And the Spurs every bit a title contender, but injuries can derail any team. And they struck hard last season.
Yes, they did. The torn quad tendon for Tony Parker in the semis, then in the Western Conference Finals, up 22 points on the road. Kawhi Leonard rolls his ankle on Pachulia's foot. Things you just can't control.
Rozier can't cash in from close range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. They set the pick. Ginobili outside. There's the three. That one no good. Celtics trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the right side. Gay against Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. San Antonio leading by 8. Gay outside. Murray kicks to Anderson. Kicks it out to Gay. Manu Ginobili on the wing. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Ginobili's got 8 points.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rozier the pass to Larkin, and that one drops for him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Murray. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 11 seconds left to play in the first. Anderson the screen. This one for three. No good from Ginobili. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's San Antonio up by 8. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. The San Antonio Spurs have really popularized an unselfish offensive style of play. Manu Ginobili talked about their Spurs approach.
Attack and find the open teammate, not try to solve problems by ourselves. It's something that we've never done, and every time we did it, it's not us.
There's a lot to be said for knowing, Greg, who you are and what your game plan is, and there may be no other team that gets that better than the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, it helps to have that core of Manu and Tony there as the foundation and coaches on the floor for each new wave of players that have come through this Spurs organization.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for San Antonio, we've got White. Anderson is out there with Rudy Gay, and there's Laverne, and it's Forbes in a two-guard.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Teardrop shot. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Rozier.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
White with it. He has 5. Anderson the screen. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
There's the pick. Rozier the pass to Ojala. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Dishes to Gay. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Inside. Anderson wide open. Off target from outside. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Ojala. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Larkin kicks to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Larkin. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Wide a screen, and Forbes kicks to Gay. With the fadeaway. Rebounded by the Celtics. There's the pass to Larkin. Here's the screen. Up top, Brown. He's covered by Anderson. Brown against Gay. And he trims the lead to single digits. Brown's got his first points of the night.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
know, so many people were surprised at the Kyrie Irving trade, but throughout the decades, Boston's been unafraid to pull the trigger. I mean, they moved up to number 2 to draft the great Bill Russell, moving back to number 3 to draft McHale, add Parrish, assembling the big 3 for a championship, then dismantling that big 3 for all those unprotected picks. This is an organization that stops at nothing to try and win titles.
And the Spurs with some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Laverne, and it's Leonard in for Anderson. And then for Boston, Al Horford's checked in for Aaron Baines. Tatum comes in for Terry Rozier, and Irving subbed in for Larkin. There's a screen. Aldridge a screen. Leonard attacking, and Aldridge gets it to go on the assist from Leonard. And it's 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, thinking about Kyrie's legacy here in Boston, this is a town that cares only about championships. That's how his contribution is going to be measured. And only time will tell if he can walk in the shoes of the greatest players to ever put on a Celtics uniform.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Boston. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. He can't get that one to fall.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Gay right side to the inside. Takes a shot at the elbow, and Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. Now, here is Irving. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Now off the inbound. Tatum's shot is off.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
And that one is good. White's got 9 points in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And here's Irving. 9 points in the game so far. No good. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Aldridge a screen. White dishes to Leonard. Here is Forbes, guarded by Smart. Aldridge a screen. From downtown, Forbes can't get it to go.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
What I love is he takes the right angle, affects the shot without fouling.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
White the pass to Leonard. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it. Kawhi Leonard, he's been a hand-in-glove fit with the Spurs culture. Quiet, not an attention seeker, but he's all about winning.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Leonard. You talk about Leonard's stoic all-business approach, reminiscent of his mentor, the great Tim Duncan, wouldn't you say, Steve?
Yeah, for sure. Tim didn't talk a lot at all, but he had great leadership skills. Kawhi Leonard is becoming more outspoken. If he sees something, he'll address it, and his words carry weight.
Horford with a screen on Aldridge. Here's Morris. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Morris has got his first points of the game.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
Gasol a screen. There's the feed to Mills. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. Those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. And there are times where you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players. Picked by Horford. Morris outside. A 3-ball. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and back court for San Antonio.
And their bigs have actually played a significant role with their passing. That frees the guards to come up off screens and cut to the rim and kind of flipping the script here offensively.
So it's San Antonio now. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Leonard with no one around. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Celtics trail by 12. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And I really like how fast Tatum gets off the ground. You know, at 6'8", dunking comes easily, but he's got that forceful mind to pursue the ball.
Aldridge a screen, and Mills kicks to Leonard. Gasol setting the pick for Leonard. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
High percentage look for Pau. Won't miss many from that distance.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. You know, Smitty, you had a long career. What was it, 14, 15 seasons you played for the Spurs, who've led the way on resting players and certainly extending their careers.
Yeah, it is, Kevin, but it's hard for me because I look at it as from a fan standpoint. When I played and now, you know, you have that kid and his dad coming to the game, and he doesn't get a chance to see that star player. And a lot of times there's 2 or 3 guys that sit out. I understand the rest is needed because it's a long term, but I wish guys could find a way, and coaching staff and organization, maybe have rest days as far as practice, but let the guys play because kids want to see their stars play.
Right, but in the middle of your career, are you thinking, hey, I want to play long-term so this rest is good? Or are you saying, forget the rest, I want to play?
I just want to play. I mean, I think one thing is I never thought about long-term. I just wanted to play the game that was in front of me, the practice that was in front of me, the preseason game that was in front of me. You just wanted to play.
You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Murray's checked in for Patty Mills. Now Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Green with the ball. Outside Aldridge. Now here's Murray. Covered by Irving. Got a hand on it. He feeds it to Smart. The Celtics working the ball around now. A second chance effort, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And this is going to be an asset for Tatum. His ability to get to the line, very good at using his body to draw contact.
Watching Jason Tatum, it's hard to find many faults in his game, Greg. He's strong inside and out and plays both ends of the floor equally well.
Yeah, kind of a jack of all trades, right, and master of none. He does everything reasonably well on the basketball floor, just doesn't do anything great. Having said that, though, Tatum is one of those guys that I think improves the overall IQ of your team, and terrific size at his position.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, Tatum plays with a lot of confidence. He feels like he can take on anyone and already proving to be a great leader at his age.
He's perfect from the line this time. And the Spurs with Pau Gasol and LaMarcus Aldridge up front. A huge front court, long front court. Steve, is that something they can stick with when teams like the Warriors go small?
No, I don't think so, Kevin. That's a challenge for them. Aldridge has to cover the floor in those situations, and Gasol just doesn't have the lateral mobility at this point in his career.
Kicks it to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Green in the post. Guarded by Smart. Here's Murray, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And what can't this guy do? Kawhi calmly dropping dimes.
San Antonio shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Tatum.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And the Celtics leadership, very pragmatic. IT and Crowder both beloved in Boston, but they didn't hesitate to move them to get better and younger at the same time.
Morris dishes to Irving. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
The dish to Smart. With some arc. A rebound by the Spurs. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And thinking about the Celtics' choice to get younger, perhaps a strategic move in response to the super team in Golden State. They want to construct their team to peak in a few years when the Warriors start to show a little chink in the armor moving forward.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Aldridge, good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
.124 left here in the second. There's the pick. Irving with it. Now guarded by Murray. Morris outside. Five on the clock. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Green. Right side, Gasol. Murray, the pass to Gasol. And too long on the shot.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just fails to create enough room to operate.
To the middle. Here's Smart. Banked in off the glass. Smart's got 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Leonard with a screen on Morris. Here's Murray. Right side, Aldridge. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Irving leading the charge.
I can't believe he hasn't hit a shot all period. Someone else needs to step up and help close the gap.
The kick out to Aldridge. Gets it off. And it goes is at the buzzer.
Digging deep to hit that shot. That shows some serious guts right there.
Oh, man.
Ending this one with a bang.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everybody. So far, a pretty one-sided first half. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 19 points, 2 steals, and 5 assists. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
A grand view of the well-attended Alamo on a beautiful night as we welcome you back to San Antonio. It is definitely worth the visit. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. On the court for the Celtics, Morris is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Smart is out there with Irving, and it's Tatum in at the small forward. Leonard on the wing. Here's Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 6th assist on the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Morris a screen. Irving kicks to Morris. Out to the right wing. Here's Smart. Horford sets a screen for Smart. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Green with the ball. Out guarded by Smart. Green kicks to Leonard. The wide open look here for Aldridge. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Irving. Plays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 11.
Wow, one of the craftiest ball handlers in the league. Kyrie on a tear.
Aldridge a screen. To the paint, off the pick, and the dunk by Aldridge.
And you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
Here's Morris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. They get Pau Gasol.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And versatility never in more demand, Steve, than right now. Do you think we're seeing more versatile players in the league now than ever before?
Yeah, we are. I mean, I think top of the list is you start off with LeBron James. Then you have players like now Russell Westbrook, guys being able to collect triple-doubles. Giannis, the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo, is unbelievable because I think by the time the end of his career, he'll be able to play the 5 for our size and 1 because of his skill set. Versatility in this league is a premium right now.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Over Morris. And another basket for San Antonio.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Outside Irving. Picked by Horford. Here's Tatum. The offensive rebound. Horford, no luck.
How does he miss that layup? He's too good to be doing that.
Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Gasol a screen. Leonard dishes to Gasol. Over Morris. The shot missing. Celtics trail by 19. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Got that one up quick. 11 points for Jason Tatum.
And how about the way he squares up on that triple? Tatum is a skilled sniper who plays with confidence.
Mills passes to Green. He dishes it to Gasol. Spurs working the ball around now. And Mills kicks to Gasol. Can't hit from in close. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Irving. Drops in the layup for 2. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And Mills kicks to Gasol. Outside Leonard. Horford against Aldridge. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Over Horford. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Danny Green. Boston also with the sub. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Marcus Smart. Celtics trail by 14. And that'll prompt Brad Stevens to break right here. Timeout taken. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs have never been the flashy team in the NBA. Tony Parker said, beautiful basketball is playing the right way. Ball movement, pure, beautiful basketball is the way we've played. You have all sorts of fans, and there should be something for everybody. Kevin, he told me a long time ago, if we were in New York, people would love us.
And during Popovich's time in San Antonio, the Spurs have always played together, D.A. Oh!
Yes! Yes!
You gotta love watching Gay just soar through the air. An amazing dunker who just relishes these opportunities.
And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. Picked by Horford. Rozier kicks to Brown. That 3 off the mark.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Ginobili dishes to Mills. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And last season, Patty Mills averaging the most assists of his career. In fact, he was the highest efficiency player rated on the Spurs.
You know what? He says becoming more of a leader has helped him grow as a playmaker. He's enjoying his new role.
Free throw good, Mills.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
And both free throws good for Mills. And the Spurs offense for a long time built around the penetration of Tony Parker. Drive and kick.
Well, that's the one thing you love about Pop and the Spurs organization. They understand their style and their system. As he's gotten older, they've gone back to the block, posting up Aldridge and Kawhi. Leonard also fills that ball handler role in attacking and pick and rolls.
Nice shot by Ginobili.
And how about that lefty stroke there from Ginobili? It is a thing of beauty. He is dialed in from deep.
Brown kicks to Rozier. Passes it to Tatum. Over Anderson. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Spurs leading by 21. Now, here's Mills. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. He kicks to Anderson. Good-looking screen by Gasol. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 14. Rudy Gay on the wing. Trying to find Mills. Gets it to him. Kicks it out to Gay. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Gay's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Baines. And just miss after miss right now.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Anderson outside. Pass to Gasol. Mills dishes to Ginobili. Anderson outside. But they get it back. San Antonio getting another chance here. Gay outside. Right side Gasol. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And here's Mills. And Baines pulls it down.
In over his head on the layup attempt there. Too much defensive pressure.
A three-pointer is right on target. 14 points for Jason Tatum.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Ginobili the pass to Mills. Gasol, that's a two-pointer. That one wide left.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
And yes, it's good.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Now Mills. Feeds to Ginobili. And Boston with the rebound.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Rozier kicks to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. With a step back. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
Mills dishes to Ginobili. And he banks in the layup. Ginobili's got 5 points in the quarter.
Ginobili, he's like a whirling dervish when he's driving inside.
Timeout,
just
timeout.
kind of glides his way to the basket.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
And the Spurs with some changes. Davis Bertans checks in for Gasol. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. And Boston has possession. Here's Larkin. There's a screen. Pass to Baines. Here's Rozier. 5 on the clock. Over Gay. Tice. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Here he is doing it again.
San Antonio leading by 18. Murray with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And being taller than most point guards, he puts that length to use. Example A right there.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. Ojale is checked in for Aaron Baines. Free throw good, Murray.
And the Celtics gave up 4 players to get 1 in Kyrie Irving, but they already had so much depth, they could afford to sacrifice a bit for a superstar just entering his prime.
Larkin kicks to Rozier. 6 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Dishes to Larkin. They set the pick. Brown outside. Inside. Here's Ojale. The rebound by the Spurs.
And really for the Celtics, just a wealth of assets, but in reality, only so much playing time to go around. Sooner or later, you knew they'd make a move, and I think they got the best player in the trade.
A minute 20 left here in the third quarter. Larkin, the pass to Ojale. No good on the 3. Spurs leading by 21. Ginobili outside. The pass to Murray. They set the pick. Here's Bertans. Now here's Ginobili. Murray dishes to Gay. Count the basket. Gay's got 6 points in the quarter.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Brown right side. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with, so great at getting to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And the Spurs with some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Anderson. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. And then for Boston, Morris is checked in for Ogilvy. Marcus Smart comes in for Ogier. And Irving subbed in for Larkin. And Brown drops them both. San Antonio leading by 21. And here is Murray. He's got 5. Green, the screen. Aldridge with a screen on Irving. Here's Leonard. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Spurs lead by 21. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
The way we keep a lead is to keep making stops, gang rebound, and keep the pace on offense.
No surprise moments ago in that little talk that Greg Popovich gave his team in pushing his troops, sensing an open opportunity to break this thing wide open.
And he's a guy who will never settle, and for good reason. He knows that any dip in momentum can shift the course of a game.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Murray and Green team up to make the backcourt. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bertinason at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. 3-pointer. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 8th assist here tonight.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
They set the pick. Irving attacking. Great D that time from Green.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And taken away by Brown. Now the feed to Irving. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Aldridge a screen. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. To the inside, and the dunk by Aldridge.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Celtics trail by 21. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Kicks it to Brown. They get the rebound. The dish to Irving. Doesn't go for him. Spurs leading by 21. Murray kicks to Green. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Aldridge with a screen on Brown. 6 to shoot. Wide open look here for Murray. The 3-pointer no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
In the corner, Irving with it. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 18 points for Kyrie Irving.
The thing about Kyrie, he has great natural balance when setting up for the jumper.
They set the screen. It's stolen by Brown. 14 feet away. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Leonard. San Antonio again missing. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Brown. Rebound San Antonio. Aldridge has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Here's Brown. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
A different look now for San Antonio. Gasol comes in for Davis Bertans, and it's Mills in for Murray. And the Celtics also making a change. Horford's checked in.
One shot.
Brown, no good on the free throw. Well, you always hear about a player working extra hard in the offseason when they're approaching free agency, or how much truth is there to the idea, Steve, of a player doing more in a contract year, trying harder?
Well, you hear it. I mean, you're here teammates. You're here guys, competitors. You hear us analysts saying, you know when there's a contract year for a lot of guys, and you look at a guy putting in a little bit more effort. I think the guy that you respect the most is when they play the same way all the time, whether it's a contract year or the first year. But a lot of guys do ramp it up and make more shots when it's a contract year.
But that's human nature, don't you think? I mean, if you know there's a prize at the end, the harder you work. If there's a big test at the end of the week, you study harder. I mean, I would just think that's just human nature.
It is, and I think for instance, the teams and general managers, you have to do your homework to understand the type of player that you're paying for a long time. Kawhi Leonard, a stifling defensive presence, both individually and in help situation. He's a difference maker.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard, nicknamed the Claw for his enormous hands. He uses them to pile up steals.
You know what's crazy, Kevin? He has worked hard to improve the strength in his hands, too. Catching and throwing medicine balls.
Oh!
Boy, did he go way up for that one. Oof. The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Smitty, with your perspective from your years in the league, as you watch the game now, what are some of the things you most enjoy watching or paying attention to when you watch an NBA game?
I think different. You know, back in my day, it was more of the 1, 2, the third option guys on the team. They got the basketball the majority time. I love the way now guys move the basketball around. It gets to the fifth option, and those guys are a threat. And also, those guys knock down more big shots now. Not just the superstars. So just watching the game evolve to more of a team game, it's a joy to watch, Kevin.
Is there better coaching now, you think, overall, Steve, than when you played? And that's not an indictment of the coaches that you had, but is there more of it now? Is there better coaching or bigger staffs for sure?
I think it was better coaching back in my day, but I think the philosophies have changed right now. I think they have better philosophies on how to approach the game, but I think overall it was better coaching in my day.
That's a very good answer. In the corner, Horford with it. Lets it go with the three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points and chunks.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
And you don't need the big play. Right now, you just need the smart one.
This is what desperation can do. You start to play outside of yourself, making a bad situation worse.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Aldridge, the pass to Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Passes to Horford from the arc, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
San Antonio leading by 15. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Outside, Green. Aldridge a screen. Now Leonard. He feeds it to Gasol. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shots good by Mills.
All day, Mills will do this for you. Lightning quick on the catch and release.
Irving dishes to Tatum. They set the pick. Pick by Horford. Off the pick. Boston getting another chance here. Morris kicks to Smart. Irving against Green. No good from Irving. The Spurs have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Green passes to Mills. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Leonard. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Just 4 to shoot. Aldridge kicks to Mills. Over Irving. Hits the front of the rim and out. Celtics trail by 18. Here's Tatum. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Awesome ability to focus there by Tatum. He just has a feel and a belief in what he's doing out there.
Gasol a screen. Pass to Aldridge. Outside Leonard. He kicks to Gasol. Goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 18.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Irving kicks to Morris. Feeds it to Horford. Good on the bucket.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
San Antonio leading by 16. Aldridge a screen. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. Mills in the corner. The three. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, Smart with it. Misses the 3. San Antonio's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And here's Green outside. Nailed from 3-point land.
Catch and shoot. This is where Danny Green makes his money.
Irving dishes to Morris. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
Gasol a screen. Mills passes to Gasol. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
May have been a foul. Anyway, Gasol absorbs the hit, but strong enough to finish through it.
Morris a screen. Irving kicks to Morris. Out to the right wing. Smart dishes to Horford. Shot clock at 6. No good from 18. San Antonio leading by 21. Leonard kicks to Mills. Pass to Aldridge. Dishes it to Leonard. Gasol trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And the new CBA hammered out Smitty last season between the league and the players. It really seemed to get done. Adam Silver, a terrific job. Chris Paul leading the players' side. They got together early and seemed to be much more cordial in their negotiations. I think that's a wonderful sign.
I think the game is in good hands right now, and I was happy from, like you said, from the league side and the players' union side. You said it best, Kevin. They got together early. And that's why I think it was seamless. And the game right now is going so well, and they didn't mess it up, and I'm happy about it.
And you know what? I'll even go on. I'll take it one step further. I don't know if there's a professional league in the world right now that is in better shape in almost every aspect than the NBA. What do you think?
I totally agree, Kevin. Right now, we have a magical time right now in the NBA. Things are running well on the court and off the court.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And there's the pass to Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
There's a good screen, and Mills kicks to Leonard. Gasol, a screen on Irving. That's good from Gasol on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Hey, this is what happens when Kawhi gets the ball. He draws in the defense, and you leave someone open.
Irving attacking, shoots over Leonard. Green passes to Leonard. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. .157 left in the 4th quarter. And White kicks to Ginobili. Just 5 on the clock. Anderson right side. A beautiful reverse layup.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here's Larkin. The feed to Baines. Kicks it to Larkin. There's a good screen. Pass to Ojale. There's the dish to Baines. Clock at 6. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Leonard.
He plays with such intelligence, creating good angles for the pass, hitting guys where they can do something with it, trying to make the most of every possession tonight.
Rozier the pass to Baines. Here's Yabusele. He's covered by Anderson. Pass to Ojale. Here's Yabusele. To stop the run. Poked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Murray with it. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.